Hello everyone! Thanks again for visiting the Cosmic Patterns YouTube channel. I am glad you found us and I hope you are having a wonderful day, and if you're feeling a little down, hopefully this presentation will cheer you up a little bit. Okay, let's get started. Okay, today I am presenting to you the importance of midpoints technique in astrology. Okay, I will be using the Sirius Program to show you how to do this. Okay, now, what is a midpoint technique? Midpoints represent the exact halfway position between two planets and serve as sensitive points of energy in an astrological chart. It is often used in advanced astrology and it allows more refined and precise interpretations. Okay, now, this presentation will examine the importance of midpoints techniques, their applications, and how they contribute to a deeper understanding of astrological analysis. The midpoint technique is a key method used in vibrational astrology. It involves calculating the precise positions of three or more planets, organizing them into a tree. And see, there is a tree, capital letters in here, and I will show you that later. It is structure, which helps identify the strongest planetary influence within a group. In this system, the strongest planet is referred to as the focal point. A focal point is the single planet that lies at the top of the tree, which represents the midpoint between two or more other planets. It is acting as a central point that contributes and expresses their energy. Now, to better understand how this works, I created a diagram of a midpoint tree. It visually illustrates the relationships between midpoints and highlights the central focal point within the planetary structure. And so here it is. Well, the focal point, as you can see on the image, the focal point is the planet positioned at the top of the tree structure. It represents the central point formed between the planets beneath it. It is acting as the midpoint that connects their energies. This planet functions as a handle, meaning it gathers and channels the combined influence of all the planets below it. It serves as the primary point of expression for those energies. So in this diagram, the focal point is Mercury. So right here, it is Mercury. Okay? Now, to better understand the midpoint tree structure, we will focus on its layout rather than its interpretation for now. This diagram includes multiple planets that are all interconnected, forming a complex network of relationships. In a traditional natal chart, these connections can be difficult to identify clearly. You see, look at this, almost all the planets are interconnected. Okay? Alright, now, this is what makes the midpoint tree technique so powerful. It organizes and reveals strong connected planetary groups. It shows how they work together to shape distinctive characteristics in an individual. Okay, see how powerful that is. Okay, now, before we proceed in giving you the analysis of this midpoint structure, there's a very important step to consider, that is the use of the orb and the aspects. You can see on this image, this right here in the middle, these are the aspects, and these numbers here on the right are the orbs. Okay? Okay. An orb is how close two planets need to be for an aspect to count. It's the number of degrees they can be apart and still be considered connected. The smaller the orb, the better, to focus on the most exact connection. We use small orbs in vibrational astrology. Now, an aspect is the angle of geometric relationship between two planets in a chart. It shows how the planets interact with each other and influence a person's traits or experiences. Here, to give you some information for those of you who are new to astrology and still learning it, these are the list of aspects that I use when working with midpoints. This is the conjunction, the opposition, the square, semi-square, the trine, sextile, and sesquiquadrate. Okay? Alright. Now, we are now ready to begin with our analysis of this midpoint structure. Now, we begin by looking at the smallest orbs. In this example, we have Mercury is at Sun-Neptune conjunction. It has 11-degree orb. See, Mercury is at Sun-Neptune conjunction. This is a smaller orb. See, this is a bigger picture in here. Mercury is at Sun-Neptune conjunction, 11 minutes orb. Okay? The next one is Mercury at Jupiter-Uranus sextile. It has 24 minutes orb. It's right here. Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus, right here. 24 minutes orb. And the next one is followed by Mercury is at Sun-Moon semi-sextile. It has 33 minutes orb. Then Mercury is at Saturn-Pluto sesquiquadrate. It has 40 minutes orb. So these are all very, very strong. Okay. Any orb that is less than 2 degree is very, very strong. To make this simple, I'm just using the orb that are less than 1 degree. But if you look at this, we have also Venus, Mars, less than 1 degree. Okay, so Mercury is at Mars-Uranus conjunction and Mars-Pluto conjunction, and also Venus sesquiquadrate Saturn. So these are all interconnected, but I focus on the smaller orb less than 1 degree to make this presentation simple. Okay? Alright, now combining all these factors, we see that Mercury is in resonance with the Sun, Moon, Neptune, Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, and Pluto. These are the ones that are less than 1 degree orb. Okay? Okay, now in vibrational astrology, putting these connections together suggests that Mercury is acting as a strong transmitter and integrator of multiple planetary energies at once. Okay? This is really, really very powerful. Now, in vibrational astrology, Mercury brings thinking, perception, and communication. It vibrates this energy. When it's resonating with the Sun and Moon, it links conscious awareness and emotional processing, helping mind and feelings work together. Its connection with Neptune adds imagination, intuition, and a sense of subtle symbolic perception. See how powerful that is. Okay? The involvement of Jupiter expands Mercury's influence into meaning belief systems and the ability to see the bigger picture. Uranus adds sudden insights, originality, and nonlinear thinking. Saturn brings structure, focus, and the ability to give form or discipline to thoughts. Pluto adds depth, intensity, and transformative mental processing. Taking all of this together, this pattern suggests a mind that is highly active and multi-layered, capable of blending intuition, logic, structure, insights, and deep psychological awareness. In vibrational astrology terms, Mercury is vibrating across several major planetary fields at once, creating a complex integrated field of awareness where thoughts can move between inspirational analysis and transformation. Overall, this is the kind of energetic signature that fits careers where communication is not just information, but transformative, helping people see, understand, and integrate deeper layers of reality. Now, I will now show you how to create a midpoint tree within the Sirius program. Okay, now, this is the Sirius program. Okay, so, we will click on this, just a midpoint in here, and then we will click on the settings first. Okay, midpoint view change settings first. Originally, the midpoint structures was taught by just using the conjunctions aspects on it. But as I do consultations, give classes, and seen so many clients, these aspects that I've selected are also very, very important. Without it, it's hard to see the actual energy of the chart. If you only focus on conjunctions and we ignore these other aspects, it's not gonna be that strong. So I suggest using all of these aspects in here and save it. Save it as your default setting. And we click on OK. Okay, so now this is the midpoint structure. Okay, now you may be wondering whose chart this is. Okay, now I will now reveal to you here in the Sirius program that chart is by Julia Roberts. Okay, so let's click on the midpoint in here and we select the midpoint tree in here. Okay, so this is the one that I selected in here. It caught my eyes so big that I decided to do this presentation. Okay, so now going back to this is the Julia Roberts who played the lead role in the 2000 American biological legal drama by Erin Brockovich. Julia Roberts is my favorite actress among so many of them. I like her. She's true. She can communicate very well. Her role in every movies that I watch are just so powerful, communicative, even though she's just acting the role of the person that she is portraying. Her communication skills, the way she run the lines as if she hasn't memorized it. It's just everything is in her brain. Now, the Erin Brockovich is my favorite movie of her all movies, and she was also interviewed about this, and this touches her heart. The film is based on a true story and stars Roberts in the role of Erin Brockovich. Okay, the film shows Julia Roberts portraying Erin's persistence as she uncovers evidence, connects with affected residents, and brings attention to serious health problems caused by environmental pollution. In this role, Julia comes across as a strong communicator, brilliant, quick, and fact-focused. In real life, Julia is actually this as well. So that's why she loved this role. Okay, Julia was able to play the role convincingly because she has the skill and range to embody it. She did justice to the character through her acting expertise and ability to capture emotional depth and intensity. And that is the energy of this midpoint tree. Okay, linking this to vibrational astrology interpretation, her performance reflects a strong capacity to channel complex planetary energies, especially those involving communication, emotional expression, intuition, and transformative storytelling within the midpoint structure shown here. Isn't that very, very powerful? I suggest you use the midpoint tree during your consultation or when you are preparing for your clients so that you see more in the chart. Okay? Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this presentation.